Hello everyone, my name is Michael Bushman and welcome back to Master Duel. It's the year 2025 everyone, and I guess this banlist update is better late than ever. I took a break literally on the last week of December, and well, just literally just before the Christmas break hit, I believe we got this, yeah, like quite literally on Christmas Day. We will be getting a ban list update, and by the time you're watching this video, this ban list update will already be live. So a lot of you probably already know what's gonna be the impact of this list at this point, and spoiler alert, it's not gonna be too impactful yet. Simply because of this guy right here, Wyver Burster. Now, it seems innocuous at first because Wyver Burster and his dark type counterpart are both legal at 3 copies now here on Master Duel. But if you've been keeping in touch with the paper game, you know full well that Primite is currently one of the premier meta decks in the OCG right now, and is also poised to be in the same place when it reaches the TCG. But we'll get there when we get there. But also, apart from, this being slightly concerning, is because it has been confirmed at this point that we will be getting new Dragon Ruler support. And we will be having a light and dark Dragon Daddy. And that is legitimately scary. Seems we'll be seeing Dracosac once again hit the battlefield, of course, unless they find a way to make Dracosac, well, basically not as powerful as it used to be, because that thing used to be $100 card, and everyone had to have it because there were really not a lot of good rank 7 Xyz monsters way back when. But now we're gonna see how that's gonna shake out to be. But with Wyver Burster and there we go. I now remember the name Collapse Serpent. With both of them being at 3 here on Master Duel, I'm pretty horrified to see what combo lines are going to be established with these two guys looping each other into and out of the deck. So there is that. But definitely the biggest hit to this banlist update here is the limitation of Chandra and the field spell. They're basically following the paper game at this point. Surprisingly, I've talked to a bunch of Tenpai players in the shop I work at, and limiting Chandra to 1 and the field spell at 1 somehow doesn't kill the deck. Basically, as long as you have 1, you will still have full combo. You just have to time it a lot better. You just have to make sure that your opponent has absolutely no interaction at that point, or at least you can push through the interaction at that point. And because of these limitations being put upon these 2 cards in particular, I'm honestly inclined to believe in the rumor at this point that the Molcharmies will be coming to Master Duel sooner rather than later. And this is literally like 3 deck slots opening up just so that you can fit Fuaros into the deck, and that little bird is going to be terrorizing the meta by basically giving YuGiOh the one thing it never really had, and that's a mulligan. And oh boy, I was actually thinking of dusting my entire like Tenpai deck at that point, but then I heard that basically the 3 slots that opened up in Tenpai, thanks to the limitations, is basically just 3 slots for Fuaros. Well, I guess I won't be doing that after all. And besides, Tenpai is my go-to deck for farming my dailies, surprisingly. Well, the moment anyone sees a Tenpai piece, they automatically concede, so I can't exactly do my dailies with them. But it happens. When it happens, well, at least I've done my dailies. And then the other unhits on this banlist update, they're not exactly going to do too much. Sky Striker basically being at full power here on Master Duel is insane to think about. And then a couple more unhits to Dragon Link. They're basically getting all of their tools back. Well, almost all their tools back. And Herald of the Orange Light is basically no longer relevant at this point. And hell, even Trickstar Reincarnation, even with all the new support, it's not exactly gonna do too much. But yeah, again, once you see this video, this banlist update will already be live, because this will go live on January the 9th from where I am, but it might be January the 8th for some of you. But yeah, so we'll be heading into the rank ladder. I'll still be rocking Yubel. Until Fiendsmith comes in, I will still only be rocking the version that I've been rocking. It has been feeling really good as of late, and I don't think I need to really change too much at this point, until of course Fiendsmith rolls around, and I'll craft Luri in the glossy finish when we get there. So, without further ado, let's jump into these duels. The die roll, so let's see what my opponent has for me here. And he's rocking pretty basic set, but he does have Chaos Max as a mate. So that means this guy just got lazy and setting up whatever this board is. But we can do a really spicy thing by returning the 2 Fiends of Yubel first. And then, or we can return one of the Grave Squirmers. Yeah, I think we should do that instead. So that we can, basically, we have a Called by the Grave, like on the field immediately as we do our shenanigans here. So we get Nightmare thrown in, and yes, we will search a Cardo in the deck, and we will add some Saradis Nuts to our hand. And opponent hasn't done anything to prevent any action that I'm doing just yet, so we're just gonna pop off here until somehow my opponent stops me here. And well, while I'm doing this combo, this is the part where I would normally cut, but I want to, talk to you guys a little. How was the New Year's? How was the holidays, basically? I had a pretty, good time with the fam. I very rarely visit them because of the nature of my work. But, the holidays were a perfect opportunity to spend time with them and catch up on a thing or two. Who do I have to hand here? I guess I'll add Grave Squirmer back, and hope you guys had that same amount of good time too. I mean, apart from the other stuff that this stereotypically brought up during holiday family gatherings, but we're gonna focus on the good stuff here. But yeah, had a good holiday break, and I hope that 2025 will be slightly less shitty than 2024. 2024 was a rough year for a lot of people, and myself included. But once you make it through, the other stuff is not gonna seem too bad in comparison. So I'm just gonna do my standard Yubel combos here, and my opponent doesn't seem to have any interaction whatsoever. So I guess I'll just pop off here and there until I get somewhere. So I'll just see you guys at the start of my opponent's turn. Okay, we're here at the start of my opponent's turn, and I ended up on a pretty decent-ass board. Unchained Soul of Rage with Unchained Yama in the graveyard, plus a Phantom of Yubel and a secondary Spirit of Yubel in hand, just in case I need to get rid of something, or rather, at least I need to block something. My opponent does have 6 cards in hand, and they did not spend anything on it. Opponent is on some Horus shenanigans, but that is not exactly any indicator as to what my opponent is doing. Okay, nothing but Horus so far. This could be something else. We're going to find out soon enough. They're going to get into their Imseti. That is usually their best starter. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to Phantom of Yubel that opponent. I don't know if you know, because Imseti just jump starts a lot of shit for your deck. There is no fucking way I'm going to allow Imseti to snowball out of control here. And the rank 8 pool. Ooh, okay. Fair game, opponent. Fair game. But I don't think this will trigger Nightmare Throne. But we're going to see here. The unfortunate part is the Horus monsters summoning themselves onto the field from the graveyard, as long as you have a King Sark on the field. It doesn't actually start a chain. So whatever it is they're going to do next, I'm going to have to do it in response. And Sharvara destroying Spirit of Yubel here will definitely need to be the thing. I don't think I should do that one yet, unfortunately. We're going to do this instead. We're going to use Sharvara. We're going to destroy the Spirit of Yubel, and then we're going to see. And we're not going to chain any other actions yet, because I'm still waiting for their Imseti to come on the field. Because Kebesenuef is, I believe, not going to. If another card you control leaves the field by the fourth card effect, while this card is a monster, so you can activate this effect, cannot target Horus, blah 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 blah. Okay, we will activate this. Yes, I won't activate Yama yet. I'll just chain block here using these two. Then we're going to see what else my opponent is going to think about it. I think I should get rid of the yeah, I think I should get rid of the field spell like ASAP, but we'll get there when we get there. Normally this is the part where I get Terror Incarnate, but I think we can get that much later. For now, we will recycle the Phantom of Yubel back into the deck, simply because we're going to need that later. Reveal this card, send a card, sure. Then send one card from the field to the graveyard, and unfortunately, we just, well, we didn't exactly lose that. We still have Yama in the graveyard, so I think it was actually a good idea to not activate Yama right then and there. Okay, so they're gonna do something here. Unfortunately, they're going to need to destroy something I own so that I can trigger Yama. And I don't know if I'll even have the chance to do that. They're discarding a skill drain, which is a scary, scary sign, which means they're gonna try to kill me this turn. But I am not. They're also discarding the Ruma Cannon. I have absolutely no idea what they're planning for. I guess they're gonna try to kill me this turn, but I have no idea how they're gonna do that. Because Nightmare Pain and Yubel is like up, so they're not exactly going to be able to walk over Sharvara here. Question mark? Unless they have a rank 8 that can, you know, just send stuff to the graveyard without triggering any of the effects that I have on board. But if it destroys opponent, you're gonna be pretty goddamn screwed. Unless, of course, there is something else that you're thinking of, question mark. Well, I mean, this long pause here is definitely indicative of whatever it is my opponent is thinking about, you know, whatever line is going to be available to him. He's probably checking out his extra deck right now. Okay, yep, he is indeed Xyz summoning, and Cypher Dragon isn't, I don't exactly think is a solution, question mark. You can detach one. Oh, okay, he takes control of it, gives it 3k attack, and I don't think I'm dead because I have a Spirit of Yubel in hand. And I can plop that down whenever. Cannot attack directly except... Hold on. Then, target one face monster. Monsters you control cannot directly attack the opponent this turn except for this card. Okay, he's going into full armor Photon, sure. Attach a material, sure. Target a face up, destroy it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to destroy Nightmare Pain. Yeah. Activate. Yeah, I think this is the part where we do it. We're going to get rid of the full armor Photon Dragon if we can. I think I should turn on priority here. Destroy a card. I don't think so. It's not going to do too much anyway. Oh wait, no, we can. We'll destroy this so that we can just get the soft brick that we have in our deck, which is our trap card. And then we do this. Oh, I should have chained Soul of Rage there, but okay, now we can. And then we'll just link away the Full Armor Master. There we go. Or rather, why did I call it Full Armor Master? I mean, well, technically, it's the same logic, so there is that. Then SP Little Knight does her thing. We're going to banish the... I guess we should banish the card advantage engine here. Yeah, more than anything else. So there is that. So there is that. Yeah, target 2 cards, that is banished or in the graveyard, add them to hand, or shuffle them into the deck. Sure, he does have a couple of juicy targets. He's going to return some stuff, so I'm going to deprive him of his shit as well. I am actually not quite sure where this will go back to, so this will be a fun science experiment to see what happens here. Yeah, because I own the card, but he took control of it, and the effect of it will wear off by the end of the turn. So I have absolutely no idea how this is gonna resolve. So you and me, dear viewer, we're going to learn together as to what happens when a change of heart style effect is applied to a monster, and then the end of the turn happens, but the monster is no longer in the field. So we're going to find out what happens. And yeah, he couldn't attack directly this turn, basically activated Cypher Dragon. So there is that. And okay, SP Little Knight reappears, and it does indeed go back to my opponent's field first, and then goes to me. Right, so it does indeed wear off. And yeah, okay, cool. That is really good to know. Skill drain, okay, sure. That is to be expected. I don't think I have an out to this like at all. In the main. Yeah, I don't think I have an out in the main. Because I am, well, we could just drag this out and just try. We'll have to go for our link line here, but I don't exactly have a monster that's big enough to contest my whatever it is my opponent is doing. But at the very least, my opponent doesn't exactly have too many effects that will hinder whatever it is I'm doing here. So I think it's good to still just get the Nightmare Pain down, and then we'll try to cycle through our deck and hope to find something, question mark. Because again, I don't have anything here, like literally I do not have anything. I can't even I can summon Typhon, and I just attack, so there is that. Because the only monster that he could potentially have that can deal with what I'm doing here is oh, and I can only use SP Little Knight, which is fascinating. I mean, she is negated anyway, so I guess there is that. This could be a mistake, but okay, we're gonna do it nonetheless. So because I literally have no other moves, literally no other moves. And then we're going to see what happens. I mean, obviously, Yubel can and still will be destroyed here, but I have no idea how far we can go from here. So we just do this, and then that'll trigger Nightmare Throne. I mean, its effects are negated anyway, so at least we have a blocker. So there is that. Terror Incarnate, and oh, it doesn't sit to the field. That is fascinating. Okay. Sure. My opponent literally went the entire stun route. Okay, yep. This is definitely Horus stun now. I was wondering what kind of build they were on, but okay then. I guess we're just going to be staring at each other until somebody breaks this lock. Although I'm pretty sure my opponent is going to do it first because Imseti is 3k attack, and I literally have no monster in the main deck that can breach that. So my opponent will eventually win, but I don't know for how long, and I will not make you guys suffer through that as this is my first video of 2025. So I'll just see you guys either at the point where I somehow break out of this, or my opponent just wins somehow. So I'll see you guys there. Won the die roll yet again, and my opponent is rocking a slightly thicker deck than usual, but my opening hand could be better, but it does do a few things. 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, not even 50 cards, opponent. So we're going to start with the second copy of 1-for-1 here with Piri-Rise map. And then, well, we can search some side of these nuts with the field spell anyway. So we're going to just do our thing here by oh, we can do that. So we do this, and let's see if my opponent has anything to say about that. No, he does not. Well, not yet anyway. So we do that, then we will get Opening of the Spirit Gates. And then we'll search the other Dark Beckoning Beast. And then, after that fact, we're not going to normal summon yet. We will establish our Ash Blossom and, well, not Ash Blossom, and Joyous Spring in, card on the field. We will get our insurance up. There we go. Phantom of Yubel, and then we will Nightmare Throne it up. And then we will search. Yes, we will search some side of these nuts. And yes, we will add it to hand. No, I will not destroy it. I will not make that mistake that I did a couple of months ago now. And then we do the thing here. Some side of these nuts. Searching out the Spirit of Yubel. And you guys probably already know this combo and how it runs at this point. So I'll just skip to my end board. Okay, we're at my end board, and I had a pretty cracked ass opening hand. Having Nightmare Throne in a way to get to another one of the level 1s is always an insane combination, because it allows you to easily make Apollo USA have like 4 materials worth of monsters on board in order to give her 4 negates. So, and I also opened with the super polymerization. So there is that. We will not negate that. No, 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 no. We will not negate that one in particular. It would actually be safer to not actually use Ash Blossom here, surprisingly. We should not use Ash Blossom, but I will use Apollo USA so that you won't search too much more material from here. I have no idea why you are running a slightly thicker version of this deck, but then again, I am running a 42 card version, and he's running 49. So we're going to see how far my opponent goes here. I didn't negate the extra normal that my opponent's deck is known for, so we're going to see here. Again, I will not use Ash Blossom because I need fucking discard fodder. Now is the time for me to... Well, I shouldn't use Phantom of Yubel yet, but I guess now is a safe time, to be honest. Yeah, we should. So then we have Fuel first. Super Polymerization. Yugs. Then we do Phantom of Yubel. There we go. Some sound of these nuts. Yes, we will destroy one of the spirits. And then activate that. Then we'll get the OG Yubel out onto the field, which has been sitting prettily in my graveyard. There we go. And then, do you have anything more to say about that, opponent? You still have a couple of cards in hand. And, wow, he super polys me first. How dare he? Oh, that's why his deck is a little thick. Alright, he has a Horus engine. Okay, then. Oh, wow, really? Just 2 cards. You're not even gonna sacrifice the Dark Beckoning Beast that you have. So that's just 1k point of damage. Sure. You do know that, hold on. He can't be destroyed. I take no battle damage. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So there is that. So we will literally just be staring at each other for a while. His name is Yubel, so there is that. But I don't think I need to do too much here. I'll actually recycle the Phantom. Surprisingly, because I can revive it later, and he doesn't have any monsters that have any attack power anyway, but my life total is pretty goddamn low in spite of everything. So and hell, if he continues to search even further, I can even use his own like Loving Defender against him, simply because it's a Yubel in the name. Yeah, because Yubel is like singled off. Same with the other like OG Yubel cards. You can use Loving Defender to fusion copy itself. So there's that. Is using Nightmare Pain? Sure. I'm assuming he's going to sacrifice away the Dark Beckoning. Oh, sacrifice the one in hands. Fascinating. Getting Grave Squirmer. Sure. It feels weird to see it in non-foil. Like, I've had a glossy version of the card for so long that it just feels weird to not see it in foil. Oh my god. Okay, I have no idea what you're trying to do here, opponent. I'm assuming you're going to go into the Yama and then going to Sharvara, which is fine, I guess. I will actually stop you here. We will discard that, and then you can't respond anymore. There we go. We will both be in garbage down here, so I'll take your Loving Defender and your Yama. And that Yama will not be triggering anytime soon anyway, so there we go. And by triggering, I mean, I won't exactly be destroying your stuff. I'll be destroying my stuff. Thank you very much. Now, Sharvara, I believe, barely has any targets. Unless, of course, he... well, Yubel did indeed leave the field. So, he can summon... I'm not quite sure what he can summon, actually. This is the first time I've seen Loving Defender leave the field with the field spell still up, because by that point, at least in my experience, my opponent has already like gotten rid of the Nightmare Throne at that point. Okay, this isn't exactly going to do much because Terra Incarnate needs to have attack in order to get rid of what it is I'm trying to do here. But we're going to see how far he goes. Okay, yep, he gets his own Loving Defender back. I forgot that opening the Spirit Gates does that. Good God, this was such a good card in the in these iterations of the gods. But who the hell knew that they would be very good for Yubel? Like, Jesus. I have no idea what it is that me and my opponent are going to get into. We'll just be in garbage time for a while. We both don't have anything in hand. But he does still have. Holy shit! He managed to fit Verts McGurts into his deck. No wonder the deck is extra thick. You know what? I'm actually considering adding in Dragoon into this deck because it just coughs out link materials so easily. But I'm not even sure if I should do that. Although granted, adding in the Fiendsmith engine is also like its own bit of baggage. So there is that. But we're going to. Oh, he has Goddess. No wonder. No wonder. And he's going to hit me for exactly lethal. Now that is a good move. Holy shit. Good on you, opponent. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he takes this one very easily. Let's move on to the next duel. So we're here at my opponent's deck screen, and I'm just realizing at how much of a madman my opponent is. If there's one thing you notice, he has absolutely no hand traps. He is quite literally relying on the luck of the draw to carry him to victory here. I mean, granted, a lot of these cards by themselves start a combo or two. Well, maybe except the Yubel stuff because of course Yubel themselves, they don't exactly start stuff. You need the low level ones, and he even has a Kashtira engine in here. He has a Horus engine in here. I would definitely cut down a lot of this fat once the Fiendsmith stuff rolls in. Oh boy, but yeah, this is definitely one hell of a way to play this deck in particular. Now we just move on to the next game. Winning the Duel, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I always win. So opponent is running an extra thick deck. And I have a decent opening hand. We can bait stuff out with Nightmare Throne first so that we can get our Dark Beckoning Beast and hopefully bait out stuff that way. So we're going to see. Okay, select a card in the deck. Yes, we will get the Dark Beckoning Beast. Okay, there we go. Then we normal summon that thing, and we'll see if my opponent has a reaction to that. I mean, he is carrying a 60-card deck. The odds of him having a hand trap in there is pretty slim, but okay, yep, he does have an Effect Veiler, which is sad. That just means I won't be able to have a... Excuse me, oh my god. A second normal summon, but I have a 1-for-1, and that is about as good a card as any, unless he has an Ash Blossom as well. I mean, again, okay then. Excuse me. Oh my god. I thought it was been a little dry. I think I'm gonna have a drink of water while I combo off here. But, my opponent doesn't exactly have too much here. And he's going to do a search, so I'm going to put a stop to that. I'm not going to allow you to have any more advantage than you already have over me, opponent. And we're going to see how far it is, how far my opponent's interaction is going to hold here. So we're going to just do our usual Yubel combos, and then I'll see you guys at the start. Not at the start of my turn. No, at the end of my board building here. Okay, we're at my end board, and it's not as devastating as I would have wanted it because he literally had the 2 exact hand traps that can stop whatever it is that I'm doing here. He had Ghost Ogre for when I activated Nightmare Pain, so his 2 unknowns are probably either starters or extenders. And I managed to stop the Pizza Hut search, so that's a point in my book. But we're not exactly in too good of a position, but so is my opponent. Unless, of course, the 2 unknowns, well, now 3 unknowns in his hand are pretty stacked. He can't freely attack into this anyway. Allure of Darkness means that he doesn't really want to banish the cards that he had in his hand there. So he's going to banish something. Okay, banishing an Albaz. So this is a 60-card branded Albaz Chicanery. Setting it to defense position means that they bricked harder than Jesus. So we're going to see what our draw is of the top. Now I'm feeling pretty good of my position here. Sadly, I mean, I'm just gonna attack, see if my opponent gets scared. But it's definitely not an indicator of strength here. Just me, styling on him because I can, and Phantom Yubel can't be destroyed by ordinary means anyway. Well, just in battle, and I don't take any battle damage. So there is that. Let's see what main phase 1 holds for us. There we go. Before end of main phase. Wait, what? Did it just say before end of main phase? No. Before start? I don't know. I mean, if he just passes back, then okay, sure. I just wasted a max C. Well, shit. So that just happened. So his 2 back row is probably something that can only work if and only if I do something else. So we're going to get Nightmare Pain down, and then we're gonna move to combat, and I will literally swing into my opponent for like 2-point chunks at a time. If you remove all the zeros. So yeah, my opponent's in garbage fire. I am in slightly less garbage fire, but of course any top deck will get my opponent out of this. So I'll just see you guys at the next interesting point. Okay, so I have to interject very quickly here. As you can see, the chain resolving. We got into quite a fight with me just trying to negate, I believe, him trying to negate rather my Spirit of Yubel using oh my god, that was a fight and a half. I tried to call by the grave his ghost bell, and then it got into this insane scenario, but okay, it's not as devastating as I would have thought, because that is pretty low impact, all things considered. Because I have the field spell. He hasn't gotten rid of the field spell, so I will have to incarnate on the field once that happens. Unless of course he has another graveyard effect. Ooh, okay. Now we're both indefinitely garbage fire. Oh my god. But I mean, he just gets in for his 19k points of damage. But he has 1 card in hand, one monster on the field though. Literally any draw off the top. I mean, I do have a few decent ones, but that is not it, sadly. Although, not I completely forgot that we can do this. Phantom Yubel is a Link 0 for nothing, so there is that. So we just do this. As much as I want to shuffle the deck with Nightmare Pain, I already did that by summoning our Link 0 here, so take your 19k points of damage, or 19 rather, 1900. There we go. I could not English at that moment there, so we'll just set our infinite impermanence like right here, and good god, I'll just skip to the end of the duel because this is such a garbage fire of a match. Okay, we're here at the end of the duel, and as you can see, well, my opponent managed to dig out of it first before I did. My draws were pretty bad, unfortunately, compared to my opponents, and yeah, they were able to do their whole like branded bestial combo lines, just fusion summon here and there, and the usual, branded stuff that you all know and love, and managed to get enough power of dragons on board in order to kill me. So yeah, their grind game is definitely was definitely better than mine in this specific instance. But well, my draws were equally as bad, so there is that. We're gonna cut it here. So yeah, welcome to 2025 Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm still waiting for Fiendsmith to make their appearance here on Master Duel, which I fully believe will give this game the shake-up it desperately needs. So if you guys like what you saw, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share this among your friends. And until next time, toodles!